What would you say is the most alien-like organism on the planet? Of the species I have interacted with firsthand, dog vomit slime mold Fulicoseptica has to be the strangest of the bunch. I remember coming across a downed tree trunk in the middle of the woods a few years ago just covered in this bright yellow blanket of gooiness. It just did not seem like something that should exist here naturally. To me, arthropods are really weird and freaky, especially land-based ones. They're more like biomachines than creatures. Especially you social ones, like robots bringing scrap to the factory to build more robots. Ty said, look at videos of how cuttlefish hypnotize crabs. I just can't describe how I felt the first time I saw it. Seriously wondered if they really came with a meteorite or something. People always say stuff like octopi and various other squids, jellyfish, but honestly, my go-to is always a giant anteater. Genuinely shocking looking compared to the vast majority of mammals we're used to seeing, and it's larger than a person 7 feet from nose to tail. The Japanese flying squirrel. How TF is that real? It looks like a cartoon. Like an intelligence was trying to imitate a squirrel. Look at it and tell me there's a squirrel that just randomly evolved to be that adorable. The anaerobic bacteria is in our gut. Anaerobic bacteria were the first microorganisms on Earth, before the atmosphere had oxygen. Nowadays they live hidden like in our gut. Recent medical studies show they have huge impact on our health, impact our brain and so on. Cuttlefish. Hands down. And smart as hell too. And can shapeshift morph like the MFR. Just like an alien, winking face. P.S. I don't even think octopi are as intelligent as cuttlefish. But yeah, octopi are alien as hell looking too. Squids for sure. Especially giant and colossal squids. Other than their existence, nothing else is known about them: what they eat, how they hunt, mate. Hey, they don't even know where they live. They just show up. Does a virus count? They aren't alive, so they don't really meet the definition of an organism, but they're so unlike us that they aren't even alive. Gotta count for something. I would say us. Except monkeys, we don't have a lot of similarities with other animals, and that's just physically. We're so different in other ways too, it's not even funny. Humans, because aliens are just humans, too. They need to be equipped with something like hands. They will have eyes near the brain not close to the ground. The blob. We can't yet affirm whether it's an animal, a plant or a fungus, despite being considered since 2015 as a mycetozoa, associated with fungi, one of the many deep-sea jellyfish you tend to see in documentaries. You know, on ones with luminescent spindly things and oscillating doodads. Water bears. They seem to be at least kinda normal until you remember that they can just straight up survive in a vacuum for like 50 years. Evolution makes sense to me, until I see a fish with a light pole on its head. Yes, it works, but how does the start of it even happen? How about the platypus? A semi-aquatic, duck-billed, beaver-tailed, egg-laying mammal, with venomous spurs on its ankles. Anything in the deep sea. The kind of thing that would literally explode with pressure under 1,000 pounds per square inch or something. I read that is orgasm, and I ended up thinking of the different ways to orgasm and which would be most like an alien. Fungus? The way they're able to adapt to different environments and how they usually are interconnected is crazy. The rainbow sloth. It might just be cryptozoological speculation, but I swear, those things have telepathic powers. The basket star, that I learned of this week from Reddit. It wins my vote and looks like a psychedelic nightmare. Tardigrade. Ribbon worm. Hagfish. Octopus. Platypus. And naked mole rats, so land animals don't feel left out. Psycho antelope. It looks legitimately like a Star Wars animal. Cuttlefish, just so bizarre looking and lights up when mad. Mimicking its surroundings is crazy too. Definitely our weenie dog. We usually refer to her as a skinwalker, but alien may also be appropriate. Cupriavitis metalligerans is a tiny bacterium that poops out nuggets of gold. Why the tardigrade, of course. They can survive in a vacuum. They are alien. Probably humans. We're kinda like the predator, just doing things slowly. I see people say octopus a lot, but I think a cuttlefish is even weirder. Seals. You're a dog and you can breathe underwater? Not on my watch. Pretty much any creature living in the deepest depths of the sea. Mitochondria. They live in our body, but don't have our DNA. Sea spiders, which literally breathe using their lanky legs. Elon Musk, and he's desperately trying to get back home. Water bears. Those things can literally survive in space. Mega people. Closely related to the predator and alien. Humans. We're really weird compared to all the others. The cordyceps fungus. It takes over the host's body. Humans. We are the only ones who pay to live here.